Hello.
Hello,
Yes,
how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. What about you?
I'm good, I'm good. Holidays now, vacation 2 weeks.
Uh,
So good time. I'm spending a lot of time with my family, so
hmm,
that's good.
okay.
And what about you? Still cold over there?
Yes, it is cold and it will remain be there for next 2 months.
Okay.
In January
No,
and February. After February,
no,
it it would be summer, the beginning of the summer in the month of March. But until then,
okay.
we have to
Hey,
face.
okay, inshallah.
Yeah. The temperature is 2, 3 minimum
No,
is 2.
here in France, actually, we don't have a winter, and it's not that cold. And we didn't have snowfalls. And it's not something we are used to because since we were kids, every winter we had snow. And now with the global warming,
Mhm.
the temperature is quite high for winter, so it's really strange.
Mhm. So
Now
it
we
is
don't know we don't know when is
it is not
sorry?
that much cold there. Means
No, no,
it's
no,
not
no.
very much cold
No,
there.
no, not at all.
Okay. So means it is good weather.
No, yeah, it's good bad weather, but it's not normal. It's not normal thing because we should have snowfalls and put on coats to go out, but it's not the case. And as I told you, it's because it's the global warming, of the planet. That's why.
Mm.
And we had the climate conference in Paris. And they were talking about all those issues about climate, and they were saying that if weather keeps going that way, the world will be the resource of water would be really in danger.
So what is the maximum temperature there in France?
You are talking about actually or summertime? Summertime.
Summertime or any time of the year?
Summertime we've reached a temperature of I think 36 degrees 36 degrees, and actually we should be close to zero. But now we have 10, 12, and it goes maximum to 15. So it's quite strange for us.
So means maximum temperature is 46.
Yeah.
It is very hot.
No, 30, not 40, 36.
30.
33, 6, 36.
Oh, then it's okay. But in
Yeah, but
But in
it's the
India,
maximum.
maximum temperature is 47 sometimes, 48 sometimes, 46, 47 during summer. In May, June,
Okay.
it's very hot.
No, yeah, but in your part of the globe, it's something normal. But in Europe, we shouldn't have those temperatures. And it's really strange. I think things are going bad with the earth. But they did, the climate conference in Paris, and they were trying to find solutions about those issues. and they said if we go the next years, if we go over than 1 degree and a half raise of the temperature, we will be facing huge issue for the future, especially on water issues, you know. Water war the cause of the wars in the future won't be petrol or electricity or stuff like that. It would be because of the water, you know, because it's gonna become really rare. And you know that when you have something rare, you know, and something valuable, that you have fight to get it.
Yes. And the population of the world actually has been increasing, you know. And you see the population has been increasing, but the other resources are remain same. They are not increasing, because actually you see the people, when the population has been increasing in the same ratio, we should have uh, food, water, places to live. But you know, the place, or you can say what we should say, the place to grow food, a place to live, means the place, it is limited, you know, it cannot be increased.
Yeah,
Suppose if
exactly.
we talk about our country like India, the India, if suppose this is the boundary of the country, it is not going to increase. Only population is increasing. When the population is increasing, we need more places to live. That's why we are constructing apartments, big buildings to live in. And when we need, and definitely we need water for them, we need food for them. Definitely, sometimes we have to import food from the other countries, because it
Yeah,
is,
because we don't you don't have enough inside resources.
yes, because no, we have good resources, but as the population is increasing, then in the future we may have such kind of problems that we may have to import food and some other things for the people, and it may be costly, or it may be costlier. And when it is costlier, then ultimately the pressure is on the people,
Exactly.
and they have to pay more taxes to the government for that. And because of that, they have to work hard. They have to work more and more to pay their taxes. Means everything would be costlier, and then life will become more difficult.
Yeah, it's what I've been teaching to my students lately, you know. And I told them, uh, if you have just one company offering a service or goods, you know, the price goes up, you know.
Definitely.
But if you have servers company offering the same service and goods, the price is in favor of the customer and the client.
Customers.
And I told them
And quality is good.
yeah, because yeah, and the secondly I told them, and if there are more and more company, uh, what would they change
Mm.
to get customers? And they told me maybe the price is going down for the same quality, you know. And I
Yes.
told them, you get it. So I tried to teach them, you know, this theory because
Definitely,
it's
you know that when demand is more,
yeah,
the demand is more, then the things are costly.
exactly,
And when the production is more, demand is less, cost is less.
exactly.
This is the rule in the market, you can say.
Yeah,
That's why
demand offer.
that's why the old people in my country used to say that if you are wearing suppose this cloth, if you are wearing suppose this cloth, you should use it until it is not usable. Because if suppose you buy it and you just use it for 1 month and throw it, it's not good actually. Of course you are spending your money, it's okay, but it is your money and you have bought it. It is your wish whether you want to use it for any more or not. It is up to you, but the resources are for all the people, not for you only. You cannot have the right to have all the resources for you. You cannot buy the resources for yourself. It means all the people have equal right to use the resources available.
Yeah, you have to think for the common interest, you know.
So yes, because actually in Germany and all, they have this kind of rule. Means suppose if you go to any restaurant, if you have food, if you order that food and if you don't eat the complete food or the food you ordered, if you don't finish, then you are going to fine.
Hmm.
You have to pay some penalty, like means 50 euro, 100 euros, like that.
We have the same. You have the same system here not it's not in all the restaurant, but few of them, you know, put that rule on their restaurant. Uh, you can eat whatever you want, you know. It's
Yes,
illimited, you know. It's illimited. But if you put food on your plate and you don't finish, you are gonna be charged, you know,
yes,
for the food, for the left food,
yes.
for the waste, you know.
Because you are wasting, you are misusing the resources.
Exactly.
So you have to be fined for that. I
Mm.
think this rule should always be there in almost, or I think this should be followed by all the countries.
Yeah, yeah,
But it is not like that in India. But I hope it should be there.
yeah. I hope too, you know, because many people do not have the chance, you know, to eat 3 meals like us, you know.
Yes.
They struggle, you know, to have only one meal, and
Somalia, the country
yeah,
Somalia,
yeah.
the people, the children, they don't have food to eat. Yesterday, I was watching a video on Facebook, and definitely I could not hold my tears after watching it. Means the children, they were lying in that desert. They were lying and they have no food to eat. They have no water to drink or to take bath. They are so dirty. Even they were lying there, and the birds, that eagle and all,
Yeah,
they were flying over them, and they just were waiting for them to die
to die, yeah.
so they can eat them.
You know,
So that was the situation, and some of the generalists were there, and they were taking the photograph and all, and they were taking the interview of the people and all. And a lady journalist was there, and she started crying after watching that.
mm.
Because you see, it is really shame on human being. That means the people, they don't have food to eat, and we are wasting food. It is really very shameful.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that a lot, many times, you know, and if you know that France is one of the most powerful country in the world, you know.
Mhm.
But if one day you get the chance, you know, to come and visit Paris, you're gonna see homeless people, you know, laying on the streets, you know, as begging people for money, you know. And if you take time, you know, and you just stand next to a homeless man or a lady or whatever, uh, you stay 2 hours, you know. They are invisible. You're gonna notice that they are invisible to people. Why? Because people are selfish, and they only change when they get into the same situation, you know. And now after that, only after that they think I was behaving bad with those people. I didn't give them a little bit of what I had the chance to have, you know. And as we told as we speak about last time, human being, one of his characteristics is complaining. When you have a car, you want a second one. When you have a car, you want a better car. It's something that
Your desires are endless. You can say your desires are endless. And here I have to point you out one thing. Uh, you spoke something wrong here. A sentence, a word, I wrote it here for you. It should be like that. Speak, spoke, spoken.
yeah. I know
So,
it, but spoke, spoken. Yeah,
yes, so,
thank you.
but you spoke, speak.
Speak, no,
Yes, so
spoke, spoken.
please
We
take
spoke.
care. So please take care of it. Speak, spoke, spoken.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So our desires, are endless, because when we get something, we want more and more. It is our greedy nature,
Yeah.
That means, of course, I agree with you that if you have got a car, you want better and better and expensive, more expensive, and then you try to have when you have more money. But as earlier we talked about it, that if we get something more than our needs, it becomes poison.
Mm.
It becomes poison. Even if you have more money than you need, it becomes poison for you, because you involve yourself in activities which may not be good for you in any terms, in terms of health, in terms of economy, in terms of anything. You may be in trouble if you use it for the activities which are against the law, or which are against the basic, what we should say, means people involve themselves in some activities which are not good by the law, or by the basic law, by the God, you can say.
Yeah, but I think it's not something that
But if you use
is
your
going is
money,
good.
but if you use your money for others, to help others, then definitely you are going to be a good human being. And if you believe in God, you are going to have a good place in heaven.
Inshallah.
In heaven, uh,
Inshallah.
I think, because actually we believe in God, that's why. So if we do good work for the people, we help people, then we are going to have a good place in heaven. Otherwise, the people go to hell. It is said.
Mm-hmm.
It is said by the religions. If you do good, you go to heaven. If you do bad, you go to hell.
Yeah, but I think it makes sense, because uh, you cannot live on the earth without an aim,
Yes.
You should have an aim, which gives you the strength, to be a better person. To be honest, uh, I met, two guys last time. They don't believe in anything, They don't believe, And I talked to them, for 2 hours because I met them in the context of the work, And we were talking, discussing a lot of topics, And they seems to be really nice people, with the big hearts, And when I had to leave, I said bye and etc. And the way back home, I was talking to myself and saying and asking myself, wondering, they don't believe, but they gave me a lesson of life, And if they were believing, they would be better than I, because we were talking about the kids, how to make them improve themselves and etc. And I really find their view of things really interesting. And I said to myself, if you were not Muslim, would you be like those people, And unfortunately, I think the answer is no, I think Islam helped me a lot to change what I was, and to be a better person. But they don't have nothing, They don't believe in anything, but they are good. And I really started wondering and asking myself questions, It's something weird, I didn't, I can't explain it,
Actually, that doesn't matter actually what religion you follow. That makes no difference. But it makes a difference whether you are a good human being or not. Are you following?
Yeah, yeah,
Means
yeah, yes,
actually I have seen many people, in my life. I have met, definitely you might have met many people in your life around you, and you might have observed some of the people, actually when you meet people, you don't see that what religion they follow. You just see whether he is a good human being or not. Am I right?
yeah. But my question was, I- uh, what was strange, They don't believe in anything. They don't follow any religion.
Yes,
And
yes,
why?
I understand what you said. You told me that some of the people they don't follow any religion, but they are good human being. You want to say that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't believe it that they don't follow it. They of course, if they are really a good human being, then they follow something, but they don't disclose it to you.
Okay.
This is the reason. Because
Because
actually, nobody can be a good human being until or unless he or she follows a religion. Because religion teaches you to be a good human being. When you study books, your holy books, maybe Quran or whatever it is, I am not talking about it. If you like Bible or whatever, when you read your holy books, or when you read any good books, then you come to know the reality of the life. And when you follow it, and it teaches you to be a good human being. So if you are a good human being, definitely you follow. I have no doubt you follow some or the other religion. You disclose it or not, it is up to you. But you follow that, I am sure. Because actually,
Yeah,
because
because
without
yeah,
knowledge, without that knowledge, spiritualism, without that means you cannot be a good human being. Because all these things, or you learn something by your parents, or actually parents teach you that you have to follow that, you have to do that, you have to go to mosque, or you have to go to mosque to pray to God, or whatever. They teach you. That's why you learned all these things. That's why you are following that, because your parents taught you all these things. And parents taught you because parents, they were taught by their own parents.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it is means that system has been going on. It has been followed by the, what you should say, the generations in your family.
Yeah,
So
but what I was me, for example, if I have to talk about myself, why why am I trying to be a good person? Because I want to please Allah. I want to please God, you know.
mhm.
I want God, you know, to say that Anis is a good person, and if he keeps doing good things, I'm gonna welcome him next to me, you know. But them, who do they want to please?
Yes,
That's my question. Who do they want to please?
if they don't follow anything, or if they don't follow any,
They don't follow any religion. Who do they want themselves?
maybe, maybe, maybe if they are very good human being, they want to do the good things for the people, but they don't follow any religion. It means they believe in themselves. When they believe in themselves, definitely they believe in God. I mean, they believe in that power. Of course, they don't follow any religion. Some of the people may be there in the world that they don't follow, or they have not given the name to their religion. But their religion is being a human being. The religion is to be a good human being, because they are taught in that way. You have to do the good things here on this earth, because one day you have to go back. You are not
Exactly.
going to stay here forever. You have made that big building for you, a big house for you. You have got very good furniture for you. You have got everything, refrigerator, AC, television, everything in your home. Good. You have got everything, but you are not going to use it forever. One day you have to leave it. You have to go. When
Mm.
you have to go, and you don't know when you have to go, he may call you anytime.
Hmm.
It is not sure. Nobody knows you. You may be the most powerful person in the world, but nobody is more powerful than,
Than God.
yes.
But
It
that's
means, it means you have to, or we all have to understand that we have to do the good things for the people, for the others, because one day we have to go back. And when you go back to the God, He may ask you what you did there on the earth. Hey, you, I'm asking you. I sent you there, what you did. You have to answer him.
mm.
And when you have to answer, you should have a proper answer to answer him. If you say, no, I didn't do anything, I just drank wine. I'm just joking. Means just I enjoyed my life. I didn't do anything good to the people. Then he may send you to the hell. Oh, take him to the hell. I sent him on the earth to do something good, but he didn't do anything there.
I would like to ask you a question.
Hmm.
Uh, I know that, as you told me, you believe in God and you go to temple sometimes and you follow what uh, what what God reveal in your book, you know. But sometimes, you know, every day I'm trying to please God, you know.
Hmm.
But sometimes I finding I find it difficult, you know.
Hmm.
And sometimes I'm exhausted, you know.
Hmm.
Sometimes you want to give up, you know, because if if I sometimes I talk to myself, you know, and I say, Anis, if you die right now, if Allah calls you back right now, what would be your destination? And unfortunately, I think I did my wrong deeds would be superior to my good deeds, you know. Though, so I would end up in hell, you know. And I think religion, it's a question of endurance. And sometimes, you know, you're like an athlete. He runs, but sometimes he gets tired, you know.
He,
He gets tired,
what is it?
tired. T I T T-E-R-I-G, tired.
Tired, tired.
Yeah,
Hmm.
tired. And but sometimes, you know, the my mood is down, you know. But what keep help my mood to go up to go up back?
Yeah, means actually, I understand your question. I have understood.
No, to that uh, you know, hopes, you know. But I know that Allah, even if my wrong deeds are superior to my right deeds, you know, my good deeds, uh, maybe He gonna save me from the hell. That's why I keep fighting every day, you know, because I'm not sure of the result. And so you don't feel the same. You don't feel the same sometimes.
Yes, everybody feels. Everybody feels like that because first of all, we have to realize or understand one thing. That we are actually, our existence is nothing. We are just a very, very small, means we are just very, very small particle in this universe. And we have been created by that God. Do you understand? We have been created by the God, and He has created us on this earth for a purpose. He has sent you here on the earth to do something. Similarly, He has sent me here on this earth to do something. Something means like you are a teacher, you are teaching students, you are teaching economics. I have been given a work to teach, like I teach English. He has given me that power to teach. That it's my duty to teach my students honestly by my efforts. I should do my efforts to teach them, and I should be honest in my work. I don't have to I don't have to see the results, or I means actually I cannot expect any result. It is not in my hand. But one thing is in my hand, to be honest, to be sincere, or to do the good things. Because He has taught us to do this. He has not taught us to wait for the results or to wait for the goods. Actually, it is very simple method. You have to be honest, you have to be sincere, you have to be a good human being, do the good for the people. Even the people when they do bad to you, ignore them first time. Ignore them and try to be good, and definitely if you do that, you are going to have good results in your life, and you will survive your life happily, and then you will go to God. You will go back to God. This is the aim of your life, nothing else. But if you think you have come, actually, you have come in that nature to use that nature, to use the resources for your needs. If you need water that much, you should use that much water only. Don't try to waste water. If you need that much food, use that much food only. If you are using more than that, it is not good. If you are using more than what you need, it means you are depriving one or the other person of that thing in the world. So when you feel that you are down and you are hopeless, you are disappointed, that time you should do one thing immediately. When you feel that you are hopeless, when you feel that nothing is there in my life, I am getting down and down, I am going into depression, immediately go to your room or somewhere where you are alone. Close the room and close your eyes and call Him. Do that. Pray to Him. And you are actually, you have right to talk to Him, because He is your Father. He is your great Father. You are His son. You have right to talk to Him. What is this? I am in this trouble. Please take me out of it. And then you see, the very next moment, you'll be full of energy. He'll be with you. When you go out of your room, He'll be with you. And then you talk to your boss, or you may talk to anybody, because He is with you.
Yeah. No, it's exactly what I do, every day, we pray God 5 times, and I never, I'm never hopeless, because I think when you're hopeless, you start disbelieving.
Yes.
Hope is the thing, is the base. If you start being hopeless, there is something wrong with your relationship with God. I have 2 weeks break. Now when I go back to school, the first day, I have a meeting with the head teachers, with the head teacher and someone else, coming from the outside, education, or I don't know, because we had an issue, I'm teaching in a school where kids are learning jobs, I don't know, training school.
Mm-hmm.
We can say that.
Mm-hmm.
And every year they have to go in internship for 8 weeks. And one of my students, I was in charge of her, to follow her and try to find her a good internship. And once she was affected to a company, to call the company if everything is alright, and at the end I had to go there to evaluate her, and the person I found the internship, but I don't have the right to sign for it, because it's the head of internship, the internship team, who validates or not the company. I give them that company. She said to me, no, I prefer her to find something else. We didn't find, I kept looking. We didn't find. I come back to her. I told her I couldn't find anything for her, for Layla. So you have to find her something. That's the rule. If the teacher doesn't find, the head of internship find. She found her the internship. Okay, she validate, etc. So first week I called. He told me, great, never late. She does everything. We asked everything. And when I went to visit the student and evaluate her on the work she did on the company, I found out that she were working in a company called Shisha, smoking pipe, you know that smoking pipe, and and the head of internship shouldn't accept this company, because this company, because for the health of the student, because every day she's gonna be exposed to smoke. When I come back to her and I told her, you validate the company, I didn't know what it is, because when you have the name of the company, you call, you ask if everything is okay, find out something when you go to visit physically, And she told me, no, it's your fault. I told her I didn't sign any document to accept that company, I told her, you have to be honest, and who let you know about the smoke and in this company? She told me, you did. So I could have been I could have evaluated her without saying nothing, and no one would know exactly what this company is. I said, no, I have an ethic, so I let you know that the student, because of you, has to do her internship again, you know, because I cannot validate this one. And she tried to put the responsibility on me. She charged me, you know. She went to the head of the school, you know. Yeah, Mr. Sali did that, did that, did that. Okay, I said okay, you know. And you know, when we go back to from holiday, I have to meet them, you know, to discuss about that. But I know that I'm 100% right, and they can do nothing because I did my job the right way, you know, and I followed the all rules. And secondly, I know that God is not going to turn his back on me, you know. They, you know, human being, they don't assume their mistakes, you know. She's trying to put the wrong thing on me, you know. I said, okay, we're gonna fix that when I come back, you know. Just to tell you, you know, even when people are not fair with me, I don't answer by being like them. I stay, you know, with my principle. I stick to my principles, but I'm gonna, for sure, they're gonna tell her that she is wrong in front of me, and that would be a pleasure to watch to watch her in their eyes.
Yes, actually, sometimes it happens when you do something good to the people and they leave bad things to you and they blame you. Of
Mhm,
course, you did the best for them,
mhm.
but they think, or that is their maybe they are not mature. You can say because of that they blame you, or sometimes they have no way to show their frustration, so they blame you just to release their frustration. There may be some other reasons, but you know very well that you did the good things to her. You didn't do anything wrong to her. God knows it. That's all. That doesn't make any difference what people think about you. But if you think you are right, you should not feel guilty.
No, I don't. I don't. But when she saw that she made the mistake, and for sure I'm gonna prove it because I have all the document and with her signature, you know, signature. But what she said to the head of the school, she said, "Yeah, Mr. Sali doesn't want to say me hi by kissing me on the cheek, you know,
Hmm?
and he doesn't want to check my to check 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 my hand."
Mm-hmm.
And it's not true, you know. That what is true. One day she came to give me a kiss to say hi, you know. I said no, you know. I back up, you know, and I give her my hand, you know. But it's one of my rights if I don't want to kiss you on the cheek. Is it one of my rights? But she lied when she said he didn't want to give me his hand also, you know. And this what it's not what I did. I back up and I gave her my hand, you know. And she lied about that, you know, because she knows that she was trapped, you know, because she gonna assume the mistake, and she wanted to drag me with her, you know. But Allah knows, God knows what the truth, you know. That's the most important for me.
Okay.
People are bad sometimes. When you are too good and showing them that you are good people, you are a good person, they don't say, yeah, he's good because he's good, a good person. They think that you are weak.
Yes, this is people's nature. Well, so when do you want to have your next lesson?
uh, Thursday. Inshallah Thursday. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, it may be, but I am not sure. I may be out of station
Let me know. If
because
it's not easy,
because these are holidays, Christmas and all. So I'm thinking to go out for 2 3 days.
just tell me.
So actually,
No
if
problem.
suppose I go, then I'll send you the message here
Okay,
on
okay.
Skype.
No
Otherwise,
problem.
we'll have class on Thursday.
Inshallah.
Okay?
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye.